So I thought I wanted to share to you guys my newest characters, the Theater Brothers. Let me just do a quick loop around them. Alright. So we'll start with one at a time. So this is Melancholic. This brother is known for the theater stage, such as scenes of sadness, despair, grieving, hence the color palette, the knife, and the dark puppet on his arm. The mask he wears is the melancholic mask. So basically, this right here is essential to his lore, but that's all you're going to get out of me for now about it. But yeah, chose the tattered cape design to show distress, darker colors, stuff like that. Tragedy always strikes, hence the blade. Suffering, distress always comes quickly and painfully. Now his brother, Sanguine, cheerful, as you can tell from the puppet on his hand. Brighter colors, lighter shades. The sanguine mask on his face represents joy, cheerful, sometimes even victory. Again, he has one as well. Not going to get into the lore of that. He has a shield. Basically, unlike distress of his brother and stuff like that, gladness, holding on to good things, protects the heart and the mind from sorrows to come from life. Hence the shield. But yeah, these are the Theater Brothers. They might end up in a campaign of mine sometime. Whoops. They might become, ooh, that's pricey. They might become, standees. Easier to deal with standees, otherwise I can always download their files and use them later on, but that's the Theater Brothers. Another two sets of brothers I thought I'll show you guys is the Bone Bros. This one's blue. Well, I guess you can already tell. He has a shield. He has only one wing. A cape that's blue, banana for scale. And he wears pants with armor. He's sensible, scholarly, and doesn't give in to his anger. His brother, on the other hand, is Bone Bro Red. Offensive, more like. Quick to jump to things. Banana for scale, of course. Basically red. He wears armor to protect his chest, but he's always running. He doesn't want anything to slow him down from where he's going. On another point is their eyes. Take a very close look at their eyes. Now, these guys, I gave them the ability to combine into one. The reason being, I was bored. 2, I like the idea of two things becoming one. And here's their combined form. The Bone Bros combined. Banana for scale. He's a lot taller. Both their capes become one to make a hood. And he has both their weapons. Well, technically a shield, I guess, is not a weapon, but he has Red's weapon and Blue's shield, Blue's pants, Red's armor. He's also wearing the mantle that has gone pure white. The symbol actually on the shield, I found it here. I like it. Let me show you. Decals. Let me get down to the shield. Oh, I didn't know I could add a decal on the... It'd be funny to put flowers on his hood, but his shield's decal is a, symbol. Rune of reconnection. A rune to bring two diverging paths back to a holistic center. Hence why he's purple. He has the aggressiveness of red, the defensiveness of blue, the sentience of blue, but the quick reflexes of red. Oh, and the reason I brought up the eyes... That's why. Maybe he needs to see a dentist too while he's at it. But the eyes shows that both of them are actually controlling him. It's not just one or the other. Both of them control him in this form. So they both have say. And I thought, since I got you guys anyway for your attention, this is Shanti Glare. Now, it's a joke. I think most of you people won't understand the joke at all. Just Google Rockadoodle. It's an old movie I used to watch all the time. But yeah. And also you can pronounce his name Shanty. I don't care where, whichever. I mean, basically he sings sea shanties anyway, so... The glare mostly comes from his eyes. Like, look at those. Look at them. Look at them. And you can also design, you know... Let's get back to that screen. So this is Shanti Glare. Beautiful rooster. Powerful wings. He's a very special rooster. Very special. He's not just a one-off familiar. And here he is, powering up. You can tell from his wings gaining vibrant magical energy. Look at that glow. Definitely not a chicken nugget you want to mess with. I mean, at least you can see him in the dark. But yeah. And then from there, he can actually get stronger. His data sheet is still coming, still have to make it. But basically, you can get this form of him early game. He'll help you fight. This is him helping you fight in battles. If he is slain, however, he works the same way, kind of like a phoenix. If he is slain, he can come back. However, basically, if you built a bond with him, he is slain, you have to rebuild that bond. Let's see. And if his spirit is trapped, say in an orb or something like that, he will not respawn in the normal sense, yada yada yada, you know, these things. He's not a lich. He's not a lich. And this is Shanti Glare again, where he begins to really start resembling a more powerful stage. So, you can probably acquire him at this stage. I think the level you have to be, and also taming level, I think you have to be level 10? I think it's 10 or 12 that you can acquire Shanti Glare at this form. So instead of him just being a rooster to help you fight, he could become his griffin form. But that's not all. Still same thing as before, like a phoenix, blah blah blah. You know, the drill. But he does have one more thing. Now, this form of Shanti Glare is his powered form, known as Full Beast. this form can only be achieved if one or two criteria is hit. One, he goes berserk. DM's discretion how this happens. But this can also be a bad thing. It's kind of like Barbarian's Rage if you think about it. He stays in this form for a while, but he has resistances. However, he will probably attack allies as well. So, not a good thing. I think I did put a DC on animal handling each turn he's in this form for the person who bonded with them to keep him under control. I think the DC was like 18 for it. But yeah, he loses his feathery tail, gains a serpent tail, kind of like a chimera. He grows fangs. He has power surging through his eyes. He grows horns. So yeah, same thing as a phoenix. However, this has a caveat. When this version of Shanti Glare, and as I said, his data sheet, his stats are still to be made. I still have to work out things. I'm better at creating the creatures than giving them the stats. Me and my friends are going to be working on this, maybe. But when this guy perishes at this stage, it gets locked. In other words, he goes back to being the rooster all over again. You know, you have to build him back up. He doesn't just automatically be like, oh, he died in battle. Oh, well, I can't wait to find him again. And then instantly make him a griffin and ride him. That's not going to happen. It's like a reset. So you got to rebuild his levels to get him back up to the... But as for him being slain in full beast mode, there's one of two things that happens. One, DM's discretion, DM's choice. One, when he respawns, he's feral. Meaning he's harder to tame, and if you can't tame him, he'll be roaming the world like this again, but feral, attacking anything in his path. The other one is he's tamed, he's calm, but he can never become this form again. So yeah. It's kind of like a glass cannon situation if you think of it that way. And I forgot to mention, as I was making these, I got bored, I had to feed my tortoise. I watched him munch down a carrot and everything. I realized, thanks to Heroforge, which that's how I made all these, by the way, is on Heroforge. I'm not sponsored, by the way, but I really am glad Heroforge existed. Allows me to get my creativity out there. Has things I can use to make quick unique characters. Since I like to draw as well, I can make them that way. But this allows me to get closer to visualizing what I want. So yeah, this is Bam Bam. Not exactly what he looks like. This is the darkest green I can get so far. I can't put splotches on his shell because technically the species here is not him. The focus is on the droid. So the droid is an object. But this droid is very specific. You insert the tortoise into here, he controls it, he zooms around, and he travels along with you. And I thought that would be cool, you know? Have your pet follow you around in your adventures in D&D, that's cool. Not like a familiar or anything. And then I thought about it some more, and why not just give him a full-on turtle mech? Pick up the tortoise, insert him here, reattach the hood, boom, turtle mech. Claws for digging, blades for defense, metallic shell to defend the back, laser focused eyes. So yeah, He can walk around with you and be his own character too. Isn't that wonderful to have a very moody, attitudey tortoise just bully you because you forgot to give him a carrot? Ha ha. Well, actually, I always feed him every day anyway. He lets me know when he's awake and ready for food. That way it's not just sitting there and rotting in his tank. I wait till I see him moving around or hear him banging on the glass, because that's how he lets me know he's awake. He's actually pretty smart, which scares me putting him in a mech now that I think about it. Oh, and this goes out to all those weird bard people that have interesting family relationships in the campaign. I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? Bards shouldn't be the only people to have weird relationships in this world. So yeah, this is a raptor. He's the dad. And here's his son. Look at the striking resemblance. Why, they could even be called the spitting image. I'm gonna have nightmares after this, I just know it. But yeah, I thought about it, you know. Like, why should bards have all the craziness? Why not make your own? And also, if you don't want to just make your own, just borrow from the communities around you. Who doesn't like a good horror icon? I remember when Slenderman first came out. Never played it. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I didn't finish it. I did play it slightly. But my anxiety got so high that I dropped it. But yeah, Heroforge. A wonderful site that lets you do almost anything. And when I mean almost anything, I really mean almost anything. Well guys, this has been Rich150. Thank you for joining me for my crazy collection here that I have. And go try out Heroforge. It's free to make your characters. You can even share them with your friends using the screenshot or share link. You can save them with an account that's free. Get building your characters, and then when you're ready to go, you can put them inside dice, make keychains, figures of them in various sizes and materials. I go with the standees because they're cheap, but they keep the color. Good choice. And if you have anybody who likes them as well or has a 3D printer, the STLs are pretty nice. 3D digital are good for your online community. And there's also gift cards in case you need them. But anyway guys, thank you for watching. See you later.